This year's hot, dry weather has been hard on a lot of farmers, but one crop is doing well in these conditions. Stephen Ells with Ellslea Vineyards is here now, and the grapes like it.
Yeah, this is the weather the grapes like. They're, a Mediterranean crop, so this is the conditions they're really doing well in.
And can we have a look at what you're growing here?
Yeah, sure. This is Chardonnay. This will be going to probably a sparkling program at one of the wineries. So.
Is that one of the ones that really enjoys the hot, the hot weather, low rain?
Absolutely, yeah. This is very well suited to this. It's a Vitis vinifera variety, so a European type variety, and it's really thriving in these conditions. During berry development, you really want dry conditions, so the berries stay a little bit small. The clusters are a little bit looser, and now we're just coming into the ripening phase, so veraison, and we've got a little bit of rain last week, so we're really excited about the quality level that's going to come into our vines this year.
Even that little bit of rain was enough?
Yeah, in a perfect world, I'd like to have about 5 millimeters of rain a week maybe, would be lots for me, yeah.
What other varieties do you have here, and how are they adapting?
Yeah, we've got quite a bit of, about half the vineyard is Vitis vinifera, so Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier, Riesling, Cab Franc, and then the other half is hybrids. And what we find is the Vitis vinifera varieties are actually more adapted to the dry conditions than the hybrids.
Those are the European ones?
Yes, yeah. So a couple of the hybrids are flagging a little bit. The Frontenac Blanc and the New York Muscat are showing a tiny bit of sign of being dry. Nothing that concerns me. But some of the other varieties, Geisenheim and Lac Blanc, I think we all know from Tidal Bay, they're doing very, very well. They're looking really, really great.
So when the grapes get turned into wine, what kind of year are you expecting?
I think we're looking for an absolute banner year for quality. This could be one of those years we talk about for a lot of years to come. Is just like that, the quality of this year with the smaller grapes, the more condensed, the impact of the flavors on everything. I think it's going to be great.
And how has it stacked up to other years? I know there have been some setbacks.
Oh yeah, well we've had a few tough years in the past. The past couple of years have been a little better. We're nicely recovering now from the polar vortex of 23. So we're quite excited about this year. It's been a good year for disease. We haven't had much disease pressure. So the vines in our vineyard here are looking very healthy, and I'm pretty enthused about it.
You've been in this business for a couple of decades, right?
Yeah, I've been in it for a while, yeah.
What do you see going forward? I know lots of effects of climate change, and the planet is obviously feeling the strain of that.
Yeah. I think here in Nova Scotia we have this almost untapped opportunity that we're looking at with the slight changes in climate change. We're getting a few more heat units, and years like this I think are probably out of the ordinary with being so dry, but with those extra heat units, and then we have this incredible advantage of these long cool falls that more and more we're seeing Vitis vinifera being Pinot Noir. I think Pinot Noir and Gamay are making beautiful wines here in Nova Scotia now. The Chardonnay, when I got into it, people said I was a little crazy for planting so much Chardonnay, and now I think Chardonnay is just the norm. So we're seeing more and more Pinot. We're seeing more Gamay, we're seeing more Cab Franc, and these varieties, these kind of, the European, the Burgundy, the Bordeaux varieties are doing exceptionally well here now.
And things are changing over in Europe now as well, so how does that impact the wines that are coming out of the whole planet? Oh,
for sure. They're getting hotter as well. So they don't have that opportunity to take the time for the grapes to really get those flavors like they used to get. They're ripening so quick that they're moving their harvest dates forward every year. It's a little quicker that they're having to harvest them. So we still have that advantage of the cooler climate to build those flavors and make these exceptional wines. Yeah, I think it's pretty exciting from our perspective.
Now, you're also a volunteer firefighter, and of course, dry conditions have been ripe for fires and wildfires. How are you feeling with that hat on?
Yeah, on edge for sure. It's every time there's any sort of a fire, if it's a car fire or a little any type of fire, we're super on edge, and I think we're getting there a little quicker, right? Just any structure fire can turn into a wildfire now, so yeah, we're pretty on edge about it all and trying to make sure we're on top of everything.
Yeah, a challenge for sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for taking us through the vineyard. We appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.